Hi guys, I'm Jamie Bianchi, independent consultant with Arbonne. I wanted to talk to you guys today about the Healthy Living Challenge, or the 30 Days to Healthy Living. I was first introduced to this program a few years ago, or 2 years ago. My friend Ashley kept posting about it and talking about it, and I'd seen her results and several of her clients' results, and I just kept watching behind the scenes. I've always been pretty thin. I have, I'm tall, and I have a fast metabolism, but there's a difference between thin and healthy, and I definitely wasn't healthy. I knew for a fact that what I was putting into my body and fueling my body with was no good for me. But I always kind of hid behind that because I was thin. That was okay. But I knew that that type of lifestyle was not conducive to being sustainable, right? At that time I had one small child. We wanted to continue to grow our family, and I knew that the older I get, the more children I have, the harder it will be to keep eating the way that I was eating and look the way I looked, right? So I started the Healthy Living Challenge, loved the results. The thing that stuck out to me the most was how much energy I had. When I first heard that we don't have coffee on the challenge, that was probably the biggest deterrent for me for the program, because I loved coffee. I felt like coffee was life for me. In fact, we had a running joke, not so funny joke, that nothing happens before coffee in my house. Like, I need one sip before anybody asks me for anything. And when you have young children, they don't really respect that rule. And I realized that's really not a way to live. It's not fair to my husband, it's not fair to my children, and it's not fair to me. So if there's a way for me to have natural energy and wake up in the morning feeling ready for the day, then I want that. And if there's a way for me to sleep well and get a good rest and sleep better than I was sleeping, sign me up for that too. So those are the things that I specifically loved about the first round of Healthy Living Challenge. I am 3 weeks into my second round a couple of years later. And guys, I am so excited. When I had August, which is our first child, I gained a permanent 5 pounds. Now, he's 4 years old, so I had made my peace that that 5 pounds was going nowhere, and that was fine. So when we had Rowan, our second child, 5 months ago, I had already made my peace with the fact that I would probably gain an additional permanent 5 pounds. And that was fine. That was just part of being a mom, and that was part of having your body go and do something incredible and create another human being and create that life. And 5 pounds is a small price to pay, right? That's the way I was looking at it. But this morning, or this afternoon, I weighed myself 3 weeks into the challenge, and I am actually down to pre-pregnancy weight. So I weigh less now than I did when I had August, or when I got pregnant with August 4 years ago. I never thought that was possible. Like, legit, I think I had to pick my jaw up off of my toes. I was so excited. I've lost inches from my waist. I've lost the weight, of course, as I mentioned, but I told my husband, with a 5-month-old, I have the monitor on, and so I'm constantly listening, and I'm constantly, not anxious in my sleep. And since I have started this program again, I am sleeping so much more soundly. I mean, of course, I'm still waking up when the monitor goes off like I'm supposed to, but when I'm asleep, it's just good, deep sleep. And I'm waking up. I noticed today, like, I didn't even have a Fizz stick, which is our, coffee replacement. I didn't even have one of those until I'd been up for a couple of hours, because I have the energy that it takes because I'm fueling my body really well and with the right nutrients and ingredients, to where I don't necessarily have to rely on any other form or source of energy, because I already wake up with that energy. So I love the Healthy Living Challenge for all of those reasons. I think the losing weight in inches is just a bonus, but just to have a better way of life and to feel better in general is just awesome. So just to kind of talk a little bit about what is the Healthy Living Challenge, because you see a lot of before and after posts, and so obviously it is people getting healthier and people being a smaller version of themselves while being a healthier version of themselves. But what is the journey? What happens in those 30 days? So what we're doing is looking at we're just educating, how to know more so that you can make better choices. One of the things that we do is eliminate any kind of addictive or allergenic foods. So gluten is one thing that we eliminate. Not everybody is, has an allergy to gluten. Not everybody has celiac disease, right? But we all have a different scale in which we digest that. Dairy is another one. So, for example, my husband is not lactose intolerant. However, he does notice a difference in the way he feels and, the bathroom. Sorry, Anthony. When he has dairy, because he's not lactose intolerant. He's not that far, but he does have some sort of allergic reaction to dairy, right? Whereas with me, I don't notice anything. Give me all the cheese, right? So one of the purposes of the Healthy Living Challenge is to look at all of those foods that people may be allergic to or have trouble digesting, and let's eliminate those. Get them out of your system for 30 days. And then once that 30 days is up, then you're able to reintroduce those things. And then you're able to see, well, how does your body react? So think about it like a baby. For example, Rowan is 5 months old. We've started him on a few foods. When you give your baby food for the first time, whether it's formula and they have, a reaction to it, how do you know that they have a reaction to it? Right? They're fussy, they're bloated, their tummy hurts. It's because they have a blank slate. And so you are able to identify and immediately put a spotlight on what it is that is not sitting well with them, right? And then you switch to a different formula. Or, trying sweet potatoes and, they keep you up all night because they just didn't sit well in their stomach. So that's basically what we're doing, is starting with a clean slate. Restart your system, reintroduce those foods so that you know that this works for me or this doesn't, and then you can sustain that. This program is completely sustainable, and it teaches you and educates you what works for you personally so that you can continue that long after the 30 days is up. So a couple of things, everything is vegan. One of the questions, like the products is vegan. One of the questions that I get is, well, Jamie, I love the meat. I don't want to give it up. So do I have to follow a vegan diet when I do the Healthy Living Challenge? Absolutely not. So we provide meal plans for you. They are perfectly balanced meals created by a nutritionist to give you all the macro and micronutrients that you need, but they give you a traditional meal plan where there's meat involved, and then they give you a vegan, so you can pick and choose between which ones you want to do. I actually go between both, so sometimes I'll do the meat one night and sometimes I'll do a vegan meal the next, because it just, it looks really good and it tastes really good, so I'm just diversifying. But you absolutely can have meat on this diet. We pick clean meats and there's guidelines there, but you absolutely do not have to follow a vegan diet. Everything is vegan as far as the products that we have. It's non-GMO, it's low glycemic index. What's glycemic index? Great question. That is, the higher the glycemic index, the more of a spike in your blood sugar that you get after eating it. So when we say that everything is low glycemic index, that means that you're not going to have those rises and falls with your blood sugar. So just really, really good products. So you're getting clean eating, you are getting proper nutrient absorption because everything is perfectly balanced in terms of the nutrients that you need. You're getting that blood sugar balance, and you're also getting the support for your elimination organs, like your kidney and your liver. Our tagline is pure, safe, beneficial. Everything is, if it's not pure, if it's not safe, it's not beneficial, is not in here. So Arbonne is actually a European company. And the reason why that's important is because in America, you have to prove that something is harmful before you cannot put it into a product. In Europe, you have to prove that it's beneficial before you can put it in. So rather than just, it's harmful to somebody, it's no, is it actually beneficial? In Europe, they have banned over 1,500 ingredients that can't be put into products. Arbonne, just as a company itself, has banned over 2,000. So there is a higher level of quality, a higher level of expectation that you can expect from Arbonne, and that's because everything truly is pure, safe, and beneficial. If you can't pronounce something on the ingredient list, it's probably only because it's the scientific name for a plant. So what is the Healthy Living Challenge? What does it look like? First of all, this kit that you talk about, what's going to be in it? Real quick, we're going to go through these. In the morning, you are going to start your day. Here is it? There it is. You're going to start your day with a Digestion Plus. This is a prebiotic, probiotic, and enzymes. And it will help you regulate in the bathroom. It supports all your digestive function. We call this the muffin top eraser for obvious reasons. So wonderful, wonderful. You start today with this. We also have a detox tea. So you can have this 2 to 3 times a day. I do it in the morning and I do it at night. And it just supports your kidney and your liver functions. So after you do that, then you can have your Fizz Sticks. This is your coffee and your soda replacement. These things are so yummy. They come in 2 different flavors. You've got pomegranate, you've got citrus. Pomegranate is my favorite. They're so, so yummy. They've got B6, they've got B12, they've got niacin, and they have caffeine. So we're not anti-caffeine with Arbonne, we're anti-acidic. So that's why coffee is kind of out, because it's very acidic, right? It causes adrenal fatigue as well. So these are your coffee and soda replacements. You can have these 2 to 3 times a day. I never have them after 3 o'clock because they'll keep me up. What are we eating for meals, Jamie? That's kind of important. So we have protein. 20 grams of protein and 6 grams of fiber are in each serving of this protein. Comes in chocolate and vanilla, or you can also do chai. So I have a shake in the morning, a protein shake in the morning. We've got so many yummy recipes. My go-to is always with strawberries, because who doesn't love strawberries? So you can do that. And then you can also do a shake for lunch if your goal is to lose weight. If you really want to maintain weight, then you can just do a regular meal. You don't have to do a second shake. I will tell you, full disclosure up front, you will get addicted to these shakes because A, they're delicious, and B, they're so easy. It just seamlessly fits into your lifestyle. So I just fall back on them because they're so easy. In between your breakfast and your lunch, you can have a snack. We have all different types of snack suggestions. And then again, between lunch and dinner, you can have another snack. And then of course for dinner, you can have any of those meals that we talked about that are provided for you. You get meal plans, you get grocery lists. Everything is, again, balanced for you. And then you also get Fiber Boost. So you can add these to your shakes as well. Each Fiber Boost has 12 grams of fiber in it. Why is fiber important? Obviously, it's good for you for your elimination. It makes you feel full longer. There's a reason why when we eat beans we feel full, is because there's such a great source of fiber. And then also fiber acts as a sponge for your waste elimination. So it just kind of sticks onto there and then helps you eliminate, right? So that's a sample day. So for me, today I had a protein shake. And then for my snack, I actually did baby carrots and hummus. And then I have some soup that is delicious, and I need to get rid of it because it's just sitting there. So instead of doing my second shake, I did a yummy taco soup. And then for dinner tonight, we're doing chicken cacciatore. All clean, safe, or all clean eating and pure, safe, beneficial. I think I've gone over everything. If you have any questions, shoot me a comment or send me a message. I'm always happy to help. I hope you guys have a great day, and talk to you later.